The gavel there, Leah.
Here we go.
All right, welcome everybody. It's Friday, May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. Happy Cinco de Mayo, 2023. You'll notice Chip's not here, but we are fortunate to have Leah from our Community Planning and Building Department as our unsung hero of the city today. So I'm gonna talk for a little bit, not too much, and then I'm excited to hear from you, Leah. So welcome, thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate it. So a little update, we had a great city council this meeting as always, city council meeting this week. As always, some of the highlights, they approved a purchase order for $50,000 to Pacific Redwoods Products, and that's important because those are materials that are gonna be used down along the scenic pathway for improving the barrier there. It's a project in partnership with Carmel Care, so it's really gonna spruce it up down there. Pretty great material, so we're excited to see that. They adopted an urgency ordinance to extend the prohibition on wood-burning beach fires, talking about the beach, while we continue to work on the permanent ordinance, which will allow propane devices only. So there was a little rumor floating around that beach fires were gonna start back up on May 15th. That's not happening. No wood-burning beach fires. So if you see something down there, give us a call. You can call the police dispatch number or call our code compliance folks here at the city. They also approved several grants under the City Council discretionary grant program. All those were $3,000 grants, so great organizations like the Carmel Youth Center. They did receive the recommended budget, so we've been in budget season for a while now. We've been talking about that. They received the recommended full budget from the city. It's about $40 million budget this year. Last year was $30 million. We're around $40 million this year, but that's because we've got about $10 million of carryover capital projects. So that recommended budget, they're going to stew on that. We're going to have a open workshop on May 16th. So between now and then, what council and the public we're encouraging to do, we're collecting comments on that recommended sort of draft budget. And then we'll have that workshop on the 16th and see if we need to tinker around with it, change anything, shift it around based on policy direction from the council, feedback from the community. And then we'll come back in June after that workshop for adoption of that budget, which will then be effective July 1st as we start the new fiscal year. So again, we're right at the tail end of the budget cycle. It's really important. We really want people to get involved with that because the budget really is what lays out our work for the next year. It's what we do. So that's really important. The other highlight thing that happened at the city council meeting, we got a lot of really moving testimony from folks about the Carmel Youth Center, including kids. I love it when kids come and testify at public meetings. I think it's the greatest thing. Get them started early. And the upshot is that the Carmel Youth Center got closed down unexpectedly by the state. It wasn't the city. Some people thought that the city did it. You didn't go up and close them down, did you?
No, it wasn't me.
Okay, it wasn't me either. Okay, no, it was the state. It was a licensing issue. So the Carmel Youth Center is working on that with the state. The city has been right there with Carmel Youth Center in lockstep, doing whatever we can to help, which is very little, but we're gonna help however we can. So we've been in communication, feels like almost daily, with the board members there. So we're ready to help how we can. So hopefully the Carmel Youth Center will get back open soon, but they are working with the state. A couple other little updates. Reminder, if you've been tracking the parking and congested traffic program or the PACT program, this is the parking program downtown, and it includes a component of paid parking. The next community meeting, so a public meeting to give comments, learn more about it, see the machine, all that good stuff, is May 9th, 6 p.m. at Carpenter Hall. That's over at Sunset Center. And then the last update I have before I throw it over to you, Leah, is some people have been asking, driving by City Hall, what the heck's going on? They are repairing the foundation underneath part of the building. It's actually right underneath where I sit, my office. So my office has been rumbling quite a bit the last week. But yeah, for those that are curious, it turns out the foundation wasn't actually there. It was just a planter wall that was holding up the corner of the building. So that was an emergency repair. Council approved the money for that. It's going great, but that's what's going on out there. They should be pouring concrete today and Monday and getting that all cleaned up. So that's what I got, Leah. I'm excited to hear from you. What's going on? You got any updates, or what do you want to tell us about?
Well, I think the first thing I want to talk about is the fact that we now have all of our property files that were previously stored here at city halls and file cabinets are 100% available now online.
Oh, that's great.
So it's a really great tool for the public. I talk to folks about this on a daily basis, literally, whether it's a real estate agent or someone trying to figure out how to get Xfinity service to their house. It's a great tool, and people have been very positive about interacting with that. A lot of them didn't know it existed, so I love to be the person that not only tells them about it, but walks them through on the phone and how to view that. So the beauty of that is, rather than previously you had to make an appointment to come in and view a physical file, and of course one of us had to be here to do that, and the beauty of this is that now 24/7, whether you can't sleep at night.
That's right.
Or you just really need something.
You can go and look at files and it will
Right,
put you to sleep.
Right.
Yeah.
So right away you can
Yeah.
look that stuff up.
That's
So,
great. Yeah, thanks for telling everybody about that. It's really exciting.
Yeah, so it's been a great tool to introduce to the public, and also just kind of wanted to maybe say a little bit about.
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole point of this is, we're trying to get folks on here that maybe not everybody in the community gets to meet, or unsung heroes. You're a shining example of that. One of our leading faces here at the City Hall. If you haven't met Leah yet, hopefully you get to meet her soon. But yeah, why don't you tell us a little bit about, what you do, what does your interactions with the community look like?
Sure.
Whatever you want to tell us about.
Sure. Well, first of all, before I say anything else, I just want to say how grateful I am to be working for a community that values the public opinion so highly. Every meeting we have, we're just constantly getting feedback from the public. I really like sitting in on meetings and hearing what the public has to say. And they wouldn't speak up and they wouldn't show up if there wasn't a space to do that. So I like being a part of that.
And they show up.
They do.
And we like it.
They do. So yeah, a day in the life of planning and building front counter. We're kind of a one-stop shop for all the applications that come in, whether it's building encroachment permits, tree applications, planning applications, signs, business licenses, and those are things that I touch on a daily basis, and just really enjoy interacting with the community, answering questions. We get on a regular basis folks that come in maybe a little bit intimidated by the process, and then once I'm able to walk them through that, the response is, oh, that wasn't so bad. I think I can actually do this now.
Yeah, I do get emails, like we get a lot of emails of people saying things they don't like, but I do from time to time get emails from people, saying how something went well. And I get a lot of emails about how wonderful it is to work with you at the front counter. So I want to celebrate that. You're, like I said, you're one of the shining stars here at City Hall. So thank you for that.
I appreciate being here.
Yeah.
And I think another thing that I'm excited about is that we now have the ability to offer online payments for permits. So
that's great. Yeah, the Pinecone did a little article on that. That's great.
Yeah.
And you shared an interesting fact with me the other day. So we all know that the trees have been an issue with the storms and everything. So last year, roughly how many tree permits did we process for the entire 12-month period?
It was roughly 186 tree applications.
And as of now, the 5th of May, which isn't even halfway through the year, how many have we processed?
I just processed 160. The 168th application today.
So my math isn't very good, but I'm guessing we're going to exceed what we did last year.
Yes, it's been a lot.
Yeah. You and Sullivan have been very busy up there. Well, gosh, thanks for coming to join us today, Leah. Anything else you want to share with the public or tell folks about?
No, just that we're here for questions. There's no stupid questions, and we always welcome phone calls, emails, and if I don't know the answer, I will track it down for you. So just please let us know. We're here to help.
Well, we wish everybody a happy and safe weekend. And you know how we sign off on this thing?
I don't.
You don't. We usually tell people to take good care.
Yes.
So you want to help me with that?
I will.
Okay. Well, then we're going to say, take good care.
Take good care.